They're saying the economy is so bad that Las Vegas is going to be giving out layoffs starting this week.
The restaurant, it went from 24/7 to 2 shifts to 1 shift to a self-service buffet. Last November we were 24/7. February we went down to the 2 shifts, and then a couple of months later we went down to the 1 shift, and then as of today we're down to the buffet shift, self-service buffet, no more service. As of yesterday, the servers were all laid off. Because of our union contract, I do have priority hiring at my hotel. So I'm hopeful to have a job, hopefully by the end of the week because of that. But it's going to be a less paying job, so I'm going to have to see where I can cut some stuff. So it's scary.
Las Vegas is facing something it hasn't seen in years. Mass layoffs across the city, from hotels to restaurants and even the casinos themselves. Thousands of people are losing their jobs because tourism has completely plummeted. And the strip that once never slept is now running half empty. Hotels that used to be packed are letting workers go, cutting hours, or quietly downsizing entire departments. Even big names like MGM reportedly laid off hundreds of managers as part of cost-cutting moves. But that's just one example of what is happening citywide. When visitors stop going to Vegas, the entire city feels it. The restaurants, taxi drivers, performers, and even the small shops around the strip. Everyone depends on tourists, and right now, that lifeline is disappearing real fast.
Swing states that foolishly went red are entering the find out stage right now. The #1 city for tourism in this country is Las Vegas, Nevada. And maybe they should have thought their votes through a little bit more before they elected a man whose policy makes the entire world hate us and makes all travelers want to avoid us. I have seen dozens of videos, people walking the strips and through the hotels, and it looks like a ghost town there. On top of that, the MGM Grand has started layoffs. Just like all the Midwest farmers who voted for Trump and are now going bankrupt due to his terrible policies, a city and state that relies solely on tourism should not have voted for a man who said that we don't need the rest of the world and that America first. It just seems like common sense would tell you that that kind of rhetoric would not be good for foreign tourism business.
I have been talking about how tourism was going to be impacted because of the boycotts from the international travelers and the lack of funds here in America because of all of the layoffs, the funds cutting, people just not having enough money because of tariffs. There are so many things going on in America right now. People not wanting to fly because they're cutting the FAA workers and it's not really safe to particularly fly. There are so many reasons why people are not going to be traveling. Las Vegas also has its own issues with resorts fees and raising the cost of food to exorbitant prices. It's like they are catering to like really wealthy people. So here in Las Vegas, we are actually, because I'm here, feeling the impact of the tourism slump. And so this article from 2 days ago says, Las Vegas casino dealers face layoffs amid tourism slump. Las Vegas, a city famous for its neon lights, packed casinos, and high-stakes thrills, faces a quieter reality. A recent slowdown in tourism is hitting the Strip hard, and it's the casino dealers who are feeling the brunt of it. Several major resorts and hotels have quietly started laying off workers, many of them table game dealers, as foot traffic on casino floors declines. Experts said a mix of rising traveling costs, fewer international visitors, and economic uncertainty is behind the dip in visitor numbers. Fontainebleau recently announced some layoffs, as well as Resorts World.
Yes, 800 middle managers were secretly fired at MGM Resorts in Las Vegas. They are one of the largest casino employers in Las Vegas. Layoffs are skyrocketing, but I want to tell you this. Remember, the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, who actually reports numbers, was fired, and now we have a Trump yes man. Let me tell you, the new BLS Trump guy says that new unemployment claims are down. Let me tell you, Economist projected predicted 240,000 claims, and likely that is the correct answer.
Vegas is in big trouble. I have seen some people attribute this to tariffs. I don't think so. I have other ideas, and I'll get into that in a second, because this has kind of been happening for a minute. They've been doing these quiet layoffs. So the latest round of layoffs is the MGM resorts. They're essentially laying off all of their in-person concierge services, saying that people aren't using in-person services anymore. Okay, so they're doing it at all of their hotels except for two of them, which are the Aria and the Bellagio. And just last month, Excalibur makes big cuts, so they lay off their valets, doormen, and bellmen. But listen to this. This one gets pretty wild. So Excalibur has dramatically reduced or eliminated staff who provide customer-facing services, valets, doormen, bellmen, baggage handlers, and others. But wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. So the fellow bellmen who will no longer deliver bags to guest rooms. We've since been told that there will be luggage carts available for guests, wait for it, for a small fee. So you can pay a small fee and get a luggage cart, apparently, according to this. And here we go. Here is a month ago. I work at a casino on the Strip, and layoffs are starting to happen throughout many departments. Not sure if it's just happening because the property I'm at, without giving away too many details, isn't performing well financially, or if this is a telltale sign of a recession. Other casino workers noticing that work for MGM property, and they have been eliminating positions such as housekeeping, dispatch, PAD dispatch. The buffet had a layoff. Our union representative said every department will be hit. Not only that, the Luxor, they closed their main buffet, their one buffet, the buffet. I am a Vegas connoisseur. I've been there many of times. I like the shows, okay? I like the shows and eating out. But I will say, after the pandemic, I went and it was very different. The prices were the same. Everything else was not the same. It was actually kind of depressing. I've seen the Beatles Love Show 4 times, and I went to go see it after everything started opening up, and things had been open up for a minute. At this point, it was awful. I don't know what they took stuff out of it. I don't know, but it was not the same. And it feels like they keep nickel and diming for everything. It costs an arm and a leg to park. Everything costs money. The resort fees, it's all just out of control. And it's not one of those places. A lot of people go there for a quick weekend trip or something like that, and it's just too much.
And what you just saw tells the story. Vegas is struggling. With fewer tourists coming in, hotels have fewer guests, restaurants have fewer customers, and entertainment venues are cancelling shows. And the result? Thousands of layoffs, with more expected if things don't turn around soon. And some workers say they've been sent home indefinitely. Others are only getting 1 or 2 shifts a week. And as revenues keep dropping, even mid-level management roles are being cut to save money. But what caused all this? Well, experts point to a few major reasons. First of all, high travel cost, fewer international visitors, tighter visa policies, and global economic challenges that make long vacations harder to afford. And even domestic travelers are cutting back. And Vegas, which relies heavily on tourism, is paying the price. And for a city built on lights, energy, and entertainment, this slowdown is a big reality check. And while officials are hoping tourism will bounce back soon, locals say recovery feels far away. So guys, back to you. Do you think Vegas can recover from this tourism crash, or is this just the beginning of a wider problem across America's tourism industry? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real stories. Thank you so much. My name is Emmy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good day.